Do not listen to this episode. This was Jim's idea, and I both at the beginning and at the end. Yeah, like at the beginning, I thought this was going to be rough, and at the end, let's just say I very much still agree.
Hello,
Hello, I
Andrew.
think we're going.
That's what I say every time I wake up and find myself still alive in the
Yeah,
morning.
I think we're
Whoa,
still going.
I think we're still going. All right.
All right. Yeah, that starts to happen right about our age.
That is the truth. If we've done things right, people won't know that you and I haven't seen each other for weeks at this point.
I know it's been a great reunion.
A tearful reunion.
Wait, you've been crying?
Who's been crying? I'm not crying.
All right. So Jim, I've covered up the window in front of me with another application, so I can't see anything on the screen because where you have this is, by the way, this episode is Jim's idea.
Yeah, let's just get the blame placed squarely on my head real quick before we get started.
This is your idea. I'm playing along. I feel like occasionally you have had ideas that have gotten good engagement. So
You're being a good sport. That's what you're doing. Yeah, but this high-tech solution of you covering up an area of your screen has become necessary because here's the game I want to play. I want to show Andrew clips of bagpipes appearing in media. And I want to see how well-versed Andrew is in the world of where bagpipes have appeared in media.
This could be bad. This could be a really bad look for me.
The plane could already be crashing right now. It could be already over. So basically, I'm going to play clips. If Andrew can figure out what the clip is, like what TV show, movie, or song this clip is from in 1 second, he gets 5 points.
Okay.
If he can get it in 3 seconds, he gets 3 points. And if he can get it in 5 seconds, he gets 1 point.
Okay. I think I understand. So you're going to play me 1 second of a clip.
Yep.
And then if I don't get it, you'll give me a few more seconds.
That's right.
Okay. Let's do it.
That's right. And let's see. Should we do this out of... Maybe we'll just go and see. I've got like 19 options here. And so maybe we'll just go. And when it feels like it's too much, we'll say, okay, we're going to score it out of 10 or score it out of 12 or however far we get. How about that?
Okay. I mean, this is really just for fun. I don't think, if I was competing against somebody, that could be different, but I'm
taking it very seriously.
This is going to go one of two ways, maybe a third way. It's either going to be, I'm amazing at this. And everyone's like, wow, Andrew's amazing at this. Or it's going to be like, Andrew's completely mediocre at this.
Or you could be terrible at it.
And then alternatively, I could be terrible. Hopefully I'm either great or terrible because I don't think mediocre, I don't think it's going to sell tickets.
Here's the first one. Played a big part in my childhood. Oh, gosh. I give you way too many seconds. We'll call that one, though. Can you name the movie? Or do you want a few more seconds?
Jeez. So I have no idea what that was.
Okay.
So I need a few more seconds.
Here comes a few more seconds.
Is it Tommy Boy? No, the Piper and Tommy Boy was way better than that.
Not Tommy Boy. Wait, can you not see it at all?
I have an application covering up the screen, so I can't see any. I can only see you and me.
Okay, here you go. Here's 5 seconds for you. Andrew, if you uncover the screen right now, I don't think you'll be able to see the title of the show.
Oh, it's some sort of Star Trek thing? Oh, did we lose Jim?
It is a Star Trek thing, but I don't think we can. Dang it! Now you can probably see the title, huh?
No, I mean I put the application back in front. Jim,
okay.
I just didn't have this one, Jim.
I think you probably would need to get more specific and tell us the name of the Star Trek movie. But yes, it is a Star Trek thing. So
I mean, all I could tell you is I couldn't tell you basically anything about Star Trek.
Well, I
was never a Trekkie. So
it's the second Star Trek movie, Wrath of Khan. In my opinion, best one ever made. Scotty is playing as Spock's body is fired off into space.
So Scotty plays the bagpipes, huh?
Can you believe it? Scotty plays the bagpipes.
All right. Well, Jim, that was a bust. Let's carry on to the next one.
Okay. I'm setting myself up for some serious editing work later with having to cut out the ads and stuff like that. That's your 1 second for the next clip.
Oh man, I have no idea what that is. I've never heard that in my life.
Okay. Here's a few more seconds. If you want to uncover the screen, you'll be able to see here in just go ahead.
I'm just gonna guess it's like Brigadoon or something.
What's that, Andrew?
I'm just gonna guess it's like Brigadoon or something because it's like a kind of a musically type thing, right?
That's you're close. You're not quite there. I'll give you a couple more seconds just in case
Is it
you
like
can get
Wee
it.
Willie Winky?
It's not Wee Willie Winky.
No idea.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of that, Jim.
Oh, Andrew, this scene in Bedknobs and Broomsticks is one of the best, longest shots of just pure practical effects that I think that's ever appeared in a children's movie ever.
Okay.
Really cool set. I mean, it's like a solid. I feel like it's got to be like 8 or 10 minutes of really good practical effects. Very worth checking out someday. Folks at home, feel free to play along. If
somebody
you're
needs to play along. Jim, this is going about as well as I predicted it would go.
Yeah. So if anybody at home is getting these, go ahead and drop in which ones you got at home in the comments below on whatever platform you're watching this. All right, are you ready for the next one, Andrew?
Jim, I feel like you're operating at a more advanced level than me.
I mean, or maybe I just watch a lot more TV. I don't know. Here comes the next one. Gave you more than a second there, but any idea?
No idea.
Give you a little bit more. Any guesses?
I got nothing. I mean,
That's all right.
it's a spirited performance.
Spirited performance. I mean, you can maybe guess something about the age by the recording quality as well. It's an older movie called Whiskey Galore.
Oh, yeah. I'm aware of that movie. I never bothered watching it all the way through.
Yeah, there's a Scottish country dancing scene partway through the movie, and that's where the piper gets out his pipes. I really appreciate that depiction of bagpipes, actually, just because it's definitely a legit piper standing there playing. You get to see him strike in and everything. Okay, now this one, Andrew, I think you got a decent chance of getting this one.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Oh, that's Braveheart.
You got it. You got it. 5
that
points.
One's easy.
5
that
points for
easy.
Braveheart.
That's not really a bagpipe there.
Oh, how dare you.
Well, geez, now I'm going to get in trouble.
Yep,
again.
You're going to get in a lot of trouble now. The Irish are coming for you, Andrew.
It's crazy. It's not really a great Highland bagpipe, Jim.
Yes, famously or infamously, though they show a Highland piper on the hill there, it's not what we're hearing, is it?
Regardless, pretty epic soundtrack there.
Yeah, pretty good soundtrack. My good friend Jeremy, who runs the Way Too Twags Bagpipe and History podcast, a little while ago when he was experimenting with pinching up to high B, he did what I thought was a pretty funny little TikTok where he's clarifying for all the people out there, like, Highland bagpipes cannot play the Braveheart song. We can't do it. It doesn't fit. It can't be done. And then he's like, now for all the pipers who stuck around, you can. If you pinch up to high B, here's how you can do it. And so it was thoughtful of him to make sure that, because of course we all get requests for that song, and we all have to be like, those aren't Highland bagpipes, can't do that. Well, if you pinch up to high B, you can pull it off. Well, you got 5 points, Andrew. That was good. Here's another one.
Because I did get, that was a 1 second grab.
Yeah, you got it quick.
I wonder how the listeners are doing points wise, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing partly because of our high-tech solutions, that's on me. They get the visual cues. They're probably doing better than you are right now, Andrew. Here you go. Here's your second.
Oh, no idea.
I'll give you a little more. Just
Oh, it's from Brave.
Oh, you got it. From Brave. It was probably a little more than 5 seconds, but probably pretty close.
Oh, definitely give me 1 point, yeah.
You get a point for that.
I'm quite familiar with that film.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, now this one, I won't give you any hints. But you might have
I don't think it's legit to give me hints.
Okay, no hints.
I either know it or I don't know it.
Deal. Here it comes. I'm giving you more than a second here. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I did want to give you more in a second there because I feel like the fact that we hear the bag being inflated is unique in this clip. And so you got to hear the bag inflation. You want to hear some more?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the intro to the song. You want a little more?
Yeah.
Here's a little more. I'm going to give you extra time on this one because there's some more audio clues that might really bring it home for you here in just another second or two.
Yeah, I need more audio clues. I know. I feel like I actually do know this.
I think you probably do. Here it comes.
Well, whoever's playing is legit.
Yes, definitely some legit playing. Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little more because I think it'd be awesome if you got it.
Okay.
So to lie down.
Did that give you anything?
I don't have it.
That's okay. That is from The Crown.
Oh, yeah. I think I knew about that because everyone was talking about that.
Yeah, it was all over the social medias and stuff when it happened.
I never watched it because I feel I would need to start that from the beginning and watch all the way through.
It's a whole series, yeah.
Like, I'm never going to start on one episode late in the series.
Well, I hear you there. I'll admit I also have not watched the series, but I had seen that clip because, just as you say, everybody was talking about it. And it's exciting, isn't it? Like, we could pause for a second here, and this is part of the thing, Andrew, is that, like, when bagpipes are depicted in media, of course we tend to get excited. But how often is our excitement turned into disappointment?
Yeah. Is that unique to bagpipes, though? Or is it all types of music, really?
Oh, you see somebody playing piano in a movie, and usually it's, like, pretty obvious that every cut is made so you can't see their hands,
Yeah.
But I do think that at least you're hearing piano. I think one of the challenges with bagpipes is what you're hearing is sometimes the wrong kind of bagpipes, of course, but sometimes it's not even bagpipes, it's like some kind of synthesizer or something. And so maybe that extremity is unique to bagpipes because the assumption is audiences won't know the difference. It's fine.
Right.
Or it can be like really bad bagpiping, whereas if you had really bad guitar playing or really bad piano playing, a lot of the audience would be like, oh, that didn't sound good. With bagpipes, I think there tends to be more of a like, sounds like bagpipes will be fine.
Yeah.
So it's exciting when it's like some legit bagpiping, right?
Right.
All right, Andrew, I've got another one for you.
It's going really well, Jim.
You've got points. You got something.
Yeah.
You got something. All right, here comes the next one. Okay, any idea?
Well, the bagpipes were in the distance, and then there was some sort of chainsaw massacre happening.
It's unfair that you can't see the screen right now, Andrew. It's a motorcycle.
Yeah, I knew it was probably not a chainsaw.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a little more here.
I'll need a little more.
I think I'll tell you one thing. I think that I know that this is the Chicago Police and Fire or Chicago Police Department, Chicago, some kind of emergency services pipe band. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. So, Jim, I have no idea.
Okay. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds in case the audio you're about to hear gives it away.
It's not going to. What is it, Jim?
Batman. Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Got another one for you here.
Oh, man. This is probably another one I maybe should actually know. Is this like The Departed or something?
Oh, you got it, Andrew. You got it in 1 second.
It?
Yeah, The Departed. You got it, man. That's another 5-pointer for you there.
Nice.
You do exist in the world with media.
Yeah. The Departed?
The Departed. That's right. Yeah. All right. Good work. Okay. Here's another one. I keep wanting to give you hints. No hints. Here it comes. That's your 1 second.
I don't know.
Here's a few more seconds.
All this.
Now, who the hell was that?
I'll give you a few more seconds here.
I say, does she?
I got nothing, Jim. Just tell me
James
what it is.
Bond, Casino Royale.
Interesting. What's the context? I don't have any recollection of that.
He's at the Laird's castle and they're having a party, and I forget now. The drinks are laced, I think. So people are
No.
dropping left and right. All the Highland party girls are dropping, and the pipers start passing out as well.
Wow. I've seen that movie maybe twice.
It's got bagpipes. And I mean, real bagpipes. They sound like real bagpipes.
I feel like there was a really good, well, obviously, a really good poker scene in that movie.
But this is the Piper's Dojo, not the Poker's Dojo. And so we aren't
Yeah,
looking
whatever.
we're not looking at the poker scene.
All right, what else you got?
Here we go. Here it comes.
I can't wait for this episode to be over, Jim.
You're going to love the next one. Here comes your 1 second.
You want my bond?
Oh, that's How I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you, even though the title is technically So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah.
You get the points.
Yeah, I get the points.
You get the points. All right. Okay, here's one of my favorites, my very favorites.
See, that's a clue, so.
Dang it, gotta stop giving you clues.
All right, what kind of film would Jim like? You got to give it to me again. I was mumbling my distaste.
Yeah, okay. Here it goes. 1 second.
Goodbye.
A little more?
Yeah, I need more.
Bye.
Oh, it's some sort of Simpsons.
That gave it away, darn it. Yep, that's right. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 6. I think you can get a point for knowing it was The Simpsons.
I wouldn't know anything more than that. I'm not like a Simpsons follower.
This was a Halloween special where they were spoofing the Freddy Krueger movies. When the kids fall asleep, groundskeeper Willie, though, is the villain. And he's turned into a giant bagpipe spider. And he's captured the children. So,
Wow, that sounds amazing.
yeah. All right, got a couple more for you, Andrew.
Yep.
Here it comes.
I mean, they're crushing it. They're playing with spirit.
Yeah,
It
actually,
sounds
I'm pretty sure this is a pipe band that you're rather familiar with, actually, though probably from years before you played with them. I could be wrong about that, but I'm
Played
pretty
with this
sure.
band?
Maybe. I don't want to give too many clues. Here, I'll play some more for you. Any guesses?
I mean, this is from a piece of popular culture?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I think now I feel cautious about it, but I think it's Field Marshal Montgomery playing, but from decades ago, because the movie is Patton.
Okay, interesting.
Now I feel really cautious about that. I'd like to Google it, but I'm going to not. I'll just, if anybody knows, comment below what pipe band that was. But I feel like it was Field Marshal Montgomery. I feel like I remember hearing that.
Okay. See, like, I wouldn't have seen, I don't think I've seen Patton all the way through. So, yeah, that one I'm not going to get.
I am going to let this one play a few seconds to get started because it takes a minute for the pipes to show up at all. And you'll still get 5 points if you can get it. So here we go.
Well, it sounds like it could be some sort of Monty Python thing.
What's that, Andrew?
It sounds like it could be some kind of Monty Python thing.
No, you're right. That crowd yelling does sound. I mean, it's the right era. I think they were actively recording it this time. Hint. All right, I'll give you a little more here.
I got nothing.
You got nothing? This is a film called The Devil's Brigade. It's a popular one to know about out here where I live because it was recorded here in Utah, and that's the Utah Pipe Band.
Well, hats off to the Utah Pipe Band. They sound pretty good there.
Yeah. All right, here's another one for you, Andrew.
Oh, man. I need a little more.
It's a little tricky because it's not Highland pipes, but it's pipes still.
Oh, is it Titanic?
Ah, you got it. You got it. It is. That's
They're about to dance underneath the ship.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The Gaelic Storm, I think, is the band that was playing there.
Okay.
And good for them. Great band. All right, Andrew, we've done 14 like visual media references, and it's been very kind of difficult because you haven't had the visual. How about we do a little round of music, songs, popular songs in which bagpipes have appeared over the last few decades?
Sure.
Let me tell you something, though, Andrew.
We have to drag this on, though.
We do have to drag this on. Yeah,
Okay.
we're this far in. We're not gonna stop now. Come
Okay.
on.
All right.
Let me tell you something though. Trying to
I
find
hope this episode ends up being scheduled on a rainy ass day, Jim.
when there's nothing else going on.
Yeah. Slow news day.
I had a few songs in mind where like I've tracked them where it's like, oh yeah, that song has bagpipes in it. But I was using the internet to try to find others, and it's amazing how many times people will say, oh, this song has bagpipes in it, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I think the most commonly mixed up instruments with bagpipes for people, based on my brief survey of the internet, are electric violin, theremin, and a variation of synths.
But you're only showing me the real thing?
Actually, there might be some sneaky, not real things in there. So
Jim,
we'll see.
can we just get this over with?
Let's get it over with.
You're enjoying this. You're enjoying this too much.
I'm enjoying this a lot. Here's the song.
Crap. I don't know. Give me some
I'll
more.
give you a few more seconds. I'll give you a little more.
No.
Got to give you to
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll or something.
It's got that feel to it. We're getting close to where you're going to hear the song title spoken by the lyrics. So tell me, any idea?
I mean, I feel like I've heard it before.
You probably have. Steve Earle
Yeah.
is the artist.
Yeah.
Song is Copperhead Road. And it's not real bagpipes. And actually, to their credit, in the music video, they do show a guy at a keyboard playing the bagpipe part. So to their credit, they're not like trying to pass it off.
Okay.
But I can't tell you how many times I've had people say to me like, oh, you play bagpipes? Copperhead Road. And be like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Copperhead Road. All right.
All right, here's one that I got excited about when I was a kid. Oh, dang, I gave you a hint. Any guess? Give you a little more.
Oh, this is Corn, right?
Ah, it is. Yeah, I knew those crunchy guitars are going to give it away. You get 3 points for that. That was Chutes and Ladders.
Noise.
All right. I got a couple more songs for you, Andrew. Got 3 more for you.
All right. I await with bated breath.
Here it comes. Any guess?
I don't know that
I'll
one.
give you one more.
Nope. I mean, I don't know what it is, and I'm struggling to care.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's Echo and the Bunnymen. The song is The Cutter.
Yeah. Nope. Next.
Okay. And honestly, it's one of them where I was like, I'm still like, there might be synthesizers. I'm not sure that is bagpipes, but here comes your penultimate trial here. Any guess?
I mean, it sounds nice so far.
Give you a little more. Any guess?
No, I don't know what it is.
I'll give you just a little.
No.
That's all right. It's the White Stripes. Prickly thorn, but sweetly worn. It is a nice song. I definitely recommend checking that one out later. Great song.
Huh, I'm totally going to do that.
Okay, last one, Andrew. Last one. We're going to finish this experience in purgatory up for you.
That's AC/DC, right?
Yeah. I knew you'd
okay.
get that one. You finished strong. There you go. All right. So now let me grab a calculator here.
You don't have to, Jim.
Out of
It's,
a possible 95 points, Andrew.
There was a possible 95 points?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because
I'm
we did
surprised you
19
didn't do
references
Dune at
just
all.
now.
There was no Dune in there. I was ready for Dune.
Here's the thing. I know which track, the arrival of the Iraqians or whatever it is that the pipes are on, but I have a hard time finding the bagpipes in that, honestly. Maybe
Well,
it's
it's
just my
funny.
ears.
When I saw the movie, I was convinced that that was obviously like fake, but it wasn't. I was chatting with
Yeah.
Ross Miller. He actually did some of the recording for that.
Oh, Ross Miller did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it was like during COVID and they all did it remotely in Glasgow, but apparently they were like, not zooming, but apparently they were like zooming with Hans Zimmer while they recorded and stuff.
How would that be?
I'm super jealous because that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I want to thank you for a truly awful half hour of my life.
You pulled off 30%, about 31% on that, Andrew. So maybe it can make you feel good that you're not so entrenched in absorbing other people's media. You're creating your own stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But like this is maybe can we chop this what I'm about to say and put it at the beginning of the episode?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Bet.
Do not listen to this episode. This was Jim's idea. At the beginning, I thought this was going to be rough, and at the end, let's just say I very much still agree.
But Andrew, what about right in the middle? How did you feel about it right in the middle?
I mean, look, it'll be fun to play along with, right?
Yeah.
You can see if you can beat my score, which will not be hard.
But I do want to know, Andrew, was there ever a time in your life when you got like emotionally invested and uppity about what you considered a poor portrayal of bagpipes in media? Do you feel that way at all these days? Do you feel like you've been around for long enough that when it happens, you're just not surprised anymore? Like, any feelings about how bagpipes get portrayed in media?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Well, there's no doubt. I mean, it's very, very rare, at least up into a couple of points recently, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Like The Crown apparently was like a really nice portrayal. Apparently, I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, but that scene, really good, really good. And that's not the only time you hear that piper. There's bagpipes when he's playing outside as well that also just sounds great. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple spots in Outlander where it's done properly and the piper's sounding great.
Yeah.
I feel like I should know more about that, but I don't. So recently there have been some nice portrayals. But generally speaking, it's always rough, isn't it?
It tends to be pretty rough. And
Not rough, like the music itself is sometimes great, but like the portrayal of it, to your point, it's like the fingers aren't synced up and it's obviously not a real thing.
yeah, understandably a difficult thing to do. A lot of things do get recorded here around where I live, and I have, maybe a half dozen times now rented pipes to like studios, recording companies, stuff like that for scenes in little films or comedy sketches. And it's unfortunate but true that like part of the service that they've asked for before also is an audio clip to go with what they're recording. And more often it has been bad audio rather than good audio that they want, because what they're recording is bagpipes sounding bad. That's specifically what they're going for.
Yeah, like they're going for a stereotype, not like good
Yeah.
bagpiping. Yeah.
Yeah. Which like people can do what they want, whatever, and I could enjoy a good joke. That's all fine too. But does representation matter? Would it help recruit more pipers if there were like some really sick, legit depictions of bagpipes in media?
Possibly.
I've heard, I wasn't old enough to really be aware of it when Braveheart came out. I was 4 or 5 years old, I think, when Braveheart
People were
came
like
out.
stoked when Braveheart came out.
Yes.
I
I've
remember
heard
when
people,
it came out.
I know a couple people here locally who were teaching pipes at the time, and they talk about that as like harvest season. Just like everybody wanted to learn to play bagpipes.
Yep.
They'd go from having 1 or 2 students throughout the week to a kitchen table full of students every night,
Yeah. People loved Braveheart. I've taught a lot of students who started bagpiping after they saw Braveheart.
Mm-hmm.
It's like crazy. It was amazing. Like the film was big at the time. I
Yeah.
have I can remember 2 times, and there might have been more, but I remember 2 times where my mom and dad had my grandparents over to the house to watch a specific film that had just come out.
And it was Braveheart both times?
And it was Braveheart. And can you guess the other one?
I'm going to guess the other one was Austin Powers.
No. Give it a real guess. See if you can guess it.
Let's see. Well, if Braveheart had been one of them, Titanic is probably the other.
Nope.
Oh.
Although I respect the guess, but no. So that it was Braveheart and it was Saving Private Ryan.
My second guess was going to be The Last of the Mohicans. So sticking with that kind of
That's
like
a good one.
epic
And-
film kind of thing.
Yeah, and there may have been more. It might have also been time-based too, because my grandparents are from further away, so maybe for some reason they were in town or something. But anyway, we had to leave the house because we were just kids. So
Yes,
like, we went
that's-
out and did something, and then they watched the movies.
Saving Private Ryan is one that my dad sat me down to watch that specifically to remove the romance of war for me. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to watch this so you can see how bad it is, which maybe is a good tactic, but it maybe also speaks to the value of depicting things. And if representation matters at all, maybe it's good when bagpipes look awesome and don't just look like a joke.
Somewhere there's a line where if you can go over the line in how you depict something and you actually succeed in getting the viewer to suspend their disbelief and or succeed in getting them to actually believe temporarily that you're watching the real thing.
Yeah.
It has an effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's the problem with bagpipes is even simpletons, Jim, that don't appreciate the bagpipe, but you watch it and you know it's like fake.
Yeah.
You know it's fake and not interesting.
I would really like to talk to a person who's not a piper about that scene in The Crown specifically, who's seen it.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to think that is an example of where, like, maybe even if they couldn't say why, that stuck because it was done so well.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder about some of those viral moments for bagpipes. There was the whole Amazing Grace moment too, and the Green Hills of Tyrol moment, apparently. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with them, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if those moments actually succeeded in inspiring people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're not a huge group of people, and so how many of those among us, luckily, are playing because of moments like that? Like, it might really matter. It might really matter to have good moments like that.
It also begs a more infinitely deep question, which is how much does the audience reception of what you're doing matter? Right? Like, as bagpipers, we do a lot of stuff that's just in bold-faced?
Balk-faced? I'm not sure. That's a phrase, but I'm not sure what it is exactly. Say it fast so that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, a lot of what we do is in bold-faced.
There you go.
Bold-faced, just, what's the word? See, I don't know the next word in my sentence either, but it's just with complete neglect to a standard audience.
Yeah, it's entirely for us, by us, for us. It's very internally self-serving in a way.
Yeah, some of my very best performances that I'm most proud of, no one in their right mind would ever turn it on.
Right.
Because it's ungodly uninteresting.
Yeah, the half dozen serious pipers, though, are like, that was great. That was really awesome.
Yeah, but it's sort of an echo chamber, right?
Yeah. It does end up being that way. I mean, I probably shouldn't be so discouraging to my friends and family members, but often they want to be supportive and they're like, well, I'll come to your thing, and I'll tell them like, well, for sure, feel free to come, but also
you're not going to any of it.
Yeah, don't expect to enjoy it.
Yeah, don't expect to enjoy it. Yeah,
we do. It's going to be an hour. Maybe come for 10 minutes and it's okay if you leave after that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like this thing that we do where it's like what is it? A self-fulfilling prophecy, or it's like we're purposefully extinctifying ourselves. And by the way, this isn't everywhere. I think like the huge surge in the traditional music scene in Glasgow, which includes but is not limited to bagpipes, actually played in a way that's pleasing to an audience, right?
Yeah.
So there's that going on, which is super awesome.
Yeah.
But like in North America, there's not that much of that going on.
I did have an experience with that come up fairly recently. Are you familiar with Elias Alexander? He does like EDM bagpipes and fiddle and stuff like that. I think he's out of maybe Portland area. Maybe, or maybe he's just played up there and that was when I was aware of him being somewhere.
Yes.
But he came through Utah a little while ago with the Old Blind Dogs were touring, and he went and did pipes and whistle with them. And my wife and I had tickets. I actually didn't know he was piping with them. I was just going to go see the Old Blind Dogs. My wife and I had tickets, and then we had sick kids, so we ended up giving the tickets away to some other musician friends. And they went, and they were just raving. They were going on and on about how amazing Elias Alexander was. And of course, Elias Alexander is an amazing musician. But also I was like, hey, I play bagpipes too, and we've known each other for a really long time.
Yes.
So why is it different? And it's like, oh, because he's doing it in a way that general audiences enjoy.
Yeah.
and when it's done that way, they do enjoy it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's like a balance. I think there's a delicate balance there. Like, I think there's definitely some successful bagpiping acts that pander. Right. And it's like, as a serious musician, I don't want to be in the position where I find myself pandering.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So there's a delicate balance there.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, you want to be doing something interesting and cool, where you are being respectful to like your own musicianship and what you care about. But like, what is the role? What is the role of audience appreciation?
That's maybe one of those questions that doesn't get answered. It just constantly keeps rotating. And
that's right. And there's probably no correct answer.
Yeah.
But I think completely shutting out a general audience
probably isn't the right approach, huh?
And it's usually a sign that
something's on its way out.
Yeah. Well, or like musical charlatanism or something.
Yeah.
When like step one of what I'm going to do is make sure a general audience could never understand what I'm doing.
Yeah. It often comes with this flavor of like, because it's so deep and so nobody could get it,
I'm so sophisticated.
And it's like, if they do get it, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Well, now, Andrew, I want you to call out every musician and group that you think is pandering.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
By
Here we
name.
go.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Jim, this was a crap episode. Well done. I'm blaming you. Even though I decided to take it and talk
You
for a while
decided to
after.
go. Yeah, you could have stopped me. You didn't
could've
stop me.
stopped.
Oh, you tried
Hey,
to. You tried
thanks
to,
for
honestly.
tuning-
I kind of persisted.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see all 3 of the remaining audience members next week.
That's right. Or we won't. We probably will.
Hey everybody, Andrew Douglas here from the Piper's Dojo, and I just want to say thanks so much for listening to today's iteration of the podcast. If you enjoyed what you heard here today, it would be super helpful to us and to a lot of bagpipers out there trying to find us. If you could give us a top-notch review on whatever platform you're using to listen to this podcast, particularly Apple, iTunes, and Spotify and things like that, your review would be really, really helpful. So if you have a moment today, definitely go over there and help us out. Other than that, until we meet again on the podcast or somewhere else, thanks again for listening.